Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to take a look at what's happening next week in the world of Gems of War. Always good to know what is going on. You may want to save some gems for an event later on in a week, or indeed even some time if there's a really important event you want to put a lot into. Anyway, Confucius, he says, man who runs through airport turnstile sideways, going to Bangkok. And right, on Monday we have Guild Wars starting, incoming Guild Wars. First day on Monday, you don't actually do any battles. This is just making sure your defenses are set up and ready. Make sure you're not using any duplicate troops, because that will lose you points. Also on Monday, we have the incoming world event and a chance to get a brand new troop at the same time. This one is Spirit Tooth. It's a epic from Wild Plains and is a Wargear mystic. Not the Tooth Fairy you were expecting. The spell is call in the spirits, deal magic +3 damage to an enemy, then create 3 spirit gems, and that is there on the screen right now. The traits are Arcane, gain 1 magic when an ally casts a spell, Burning Hatred, deal double skull damage versus red enemies, and Mana Shield, immunity to Mana Burn, Mana Drain, and Mana Steal. So that is out on Monday during this new world event, which is called the Spirit Whisperer, and it's 160% spell damage for all troops in this current event. I'll be doing my world event team for that on Monday. Also next week we have a new Soulforge, of course. I'll be doing a Soulforge video on Monday telling you what I think are the best weapons and troops to craft from the Soulforge if you fancy yourself a new mythic or a new weapon. The best weapon next week is definitely going to be Rage Reaver. This is a really good weapon, goes really well in those Guardian type teams. With this one goes with 3 times Ferocity, and you can make an absolutely devastating team with it. So Rage Reaver, a really good weapon to pick up next week. Next week's Kingdom of the Week is Wild Plains. The Kingdom of the Week right now is Valpatia, and you see there in the event chests it says Valpatia underneath. What that means is when you open your event chests, you can only get troops from Valpatia right now. So next week that's going to change to Wild Plains, and you can take advantage of this by checking out and seeing if you're missing any troops from that kingdom. So we'll change our kingdom to Wild Plains, go to show all, and you can take a look, and you can change the order now to base rarity. And basically you can take a look and see if you're missing any of the mythic troops from here. Because if you need any of these, Ketras the Bull, Drorios, or the Lord of Slaughter, then if you manage to get a mythic from a event chest, it's going to be one of these. So if you're missing any of these, there's a chance you can get a mythic you actually want, rather than yet another duplicate. Next week's campaign, nothing particularly special in the campaign pass, either the free one or the first paid for one. Nice shiny key, I suppose, in the paid for pass. Second part of it. Book of Ice Deeds is not too shabby as the last reward in the paid for pass, and a few other bits. On Tuesday, we have a faction assault in the Labyrinth. So a chance to get some more shards, open some more portals, get that horde level up, and make more progress in the Labyrinth. On Wednesday, it's pet rescue time, and it's Minotaur's time to be rescued. He's from Wild Plains, is a red buff pet, and gives a team bonus to Tauros. So grab this and make sure you get these on the way to level 20. On Thursday, it's class trial time and Shaman. So if you don't have this on level 100 yet, a good chance to grab some quick, easy extra XP in this class. It's not one of the best ones for me, it's okay. It does have a really good third trait though, Bullish Vigor. All Tauros allies start with 50% mana, and Nature Spirit is not too bad, gain 1 magic for each green ally. Talent trees are okay, a good mix of offensive and defensive stuff, but always worth doing, always worth getting these to level 100 no matter what. And on Friday we have a Vault event, maybe. I say maybe because the devs did say before that they weren't going to run a Vault event at the same time as a Kingdom Pass, because it's caused issues before and they didn't want to take that risk again. But it is down as a Vault event on Terran's World at the moment, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not. As ever, these events and things can actually change in a week. They are all subject to change. But it is down at the moment, looking like we may have a Vault event on Friday, but it's not absolutely guaranteed. Time will tell on that one. And lastly, on Friday is Mythic Friday. A good chance to pick up the latest Mythic from the game, unlock some chests, see if you get lucky and get this thing without it costing you an absolute fortune. This next one is called Phoenix, F-E-N-I-X. It's the Mythic from Valpatia and is Wargear and Divine, which is actually quite interesting in itself for various reasons. The spell is Seek or Destroy, and it's one of the choice system ones. Deal magic +5 true damage to all enemies, or summon 1 to 3 Valfire Hunters. Now this is the way I hoped they would go with this choice system, do 2 completely different things of the spell depending upon the situation. Choose one, damage to all, obviously good if you haven't lost any troops yet, but if you have lost a troop or 2, then you can use the second option to bring in some summons and replace those troops. Very good indeed, like it a lot. The traits are Fox Cunning, starts battles with 25% mana, but because this is Divine as well, you get the option to have Divinish Barlet in your team and give it a 40% start, so another nice thing about it. Revered, all allies gain 2 random skill points, and the last one is Phoenix's Blessing, bless and enchant a random ally when I match 4 or more gems. So a really good spell and a really good set of traits. This is potentially one of the better mythics in the game. Certainly one of the better ones we've had recently, and I'm looking forward to that a lot. So it is, there's the spoilers for next week on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, mobile and Android formats. All things subject to change as usual. These things do change at a moment's notice sometimes. But there it is, lots of things to look forward to next week. Let me know what you think about next week's events in the comments and whether you think that Vault event will happen or not. Because it's a little bit up in the air at the moment. Will it happen? Will it not? We do not know. Normally with a Kingdom Pass, they don't run it at the same time, but we'll see what happens. Are they willing to chance it? They said they fixed it. The proof will be in the pudding next week, so they say. Right, there it is. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, why not bash that like and subscribe button? I do these spoilers every single week. Always good to know what's happening in advance. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.